YouTube universe. What's going on, all my hitmen harlequins? You know it is your favorite mother freaking role model, the Buddhist with an attitude, Hitman Thornton for Raw Reaction TV. You saw the title, and I wanted to wait a few days before I dropped a video on it because I'm still trying to process this, all of this. When I got the news Friday about Chadwick from a friend of mine, because I was watching something I was watching TV, I was watching something, I wasn't even online. So when he called me to tell me, it was like a Mike Tyson combo, gut punch and then uppercut. He was just getting started. He was just getting started, people. Saw him for the first time in 42, then James Brown, and then Black Panther. And let me backstep a little bit. I remember earlier in the year, or a few months back, I can't remember exactly, when a picture released online of him looking real thin, kind of sickly, but there were people saying, oh, he's naturally a thin guy, and then people, oh, he was preparing for a role. A part of me was believing that, and another part of me was like, man, I don't know. Something still doesn't, I don't know. But I let it go. And now we know what was really going on. 4 years battling colon cancer, diagnosed in 2016. So that means from then till now, he was filming movies while he was going through the surgeries and chemo, having a strong iron will to keep pushing forward and doing what you love and keeping it on the DL. That kind of reminds me of, there was a friend of mine, it's my ex-boss, but a friend of mine, his wife passed away a few months ago from cancer. But before she passed, I remember when he and his wife came and saw me do a comedy show. I do stand-up comedy, been doing it 20 plus years. Plus I do acting as well. But I've been doing stand-up 20 plus years. I'm an okay comic. I'm okay. Still learning a lot, still finding ways to express myself, but I'm okay. And the reason I'm saying that is because from when they came and saw me for the first time, this had to be maybe 3 years ago. She never missed one show I did in town. Whenever I was performing in town, she came and saw me, no matter what. And during her battles with cancer, she never missed one show I did. Whether I was the headliner or just a part of the show with other comedians. Never missed a show I did. Regardless if it was good or bad, she never missed a show I did. And I never understood that. I mean, I got friends, family, kids that would come and see me every now and then. She never missed one show I did. And I remember I would ask Rex, that was her husband, ask why would she come to see me so much, you know? And again, I was an okay comic. He said he told me she always wanted the best for you. And I put a smile on her face. touched me right here. And the reason I'm saying that is when I heard about Chadwick battling it for 4 years and still doing movies, still kept moving, doing what he loved, it reminded me that she would come and see every single show I did, even though she was going through her own struggles. Man, that is inspirational. It's inspirational. It's kind of sad, but it's inspirational. Chadwick did what he loved until the end. Never quit. Never gave up. I mean, yeah, he was married, family responsibilities, and but I mean, he made enough money with Black Panther that he didn't need to do anything else. I mean, he made his money, but he kept doing what he loved. And there's one YouTuber I follow brought up a good point about Chadwick kept it on the DL because the YouTuber John Campius, he said that Chadwick wanted it to make it to be about the art, not about what he was going through. And that's, man, that's deep. Didn't want people to know what he was going through. No. I want you to focus on what I'm creating, what I'm doing. And man. And so now you got a lot of people now saying, what do you do about Black Panther? What do you do about it? You know, you got some people saying, don't do it. Let it go. Don't do no more Black Panthers movies because it's hard for people to see anybody else but him. And that's real. Robert Downey Jr., phenomenal job with Iron Man. It's really hard to see anybody else play that. And granted, and just another thing John Campia brought up, granted, Marvel knew. Kevin Feige already knew what was going on with Chadwick. Probably from day one. They already knew. And so they probably already had a backup plan already of what they're going to do if and when Chadwick was no longer with us. And and like John Campia pretty much said, I'm sure Chadwick was probably sitting in those meetings too about what to do if when he's no longer here to play the character. So yeah. And after hearing that and thought about that, it's like, yeah, you know what? They probably already got something set in motion, already got a plan. And that Chadwick was probably in on discussing of what to do when he's no longer here. So I'm sure they're gonna wait a while before they decide to move forward and how they're gonna do it. Man, this whole thing is just. I mean, I got emotional, very emotional when one of my kids passed away some years back. Still feel it to this day, of course. I got emotional, very emotional with that. And I got very emotional when Robin Williams passed, one of my comedic idols. When Prince passed, very emotional. And when I heard about Chadwick, I felt something here. I did. Robin Williams, one of my comedic idols. Prince, man, did so much for my life and taught me a lot. Big fan of his music and of him as an individual. Chadwick, I was a fan of his work and loved what he did and loved what he did with Black Panther and bringing it to life. But when I heard he passed, yeah, I felt, man, he was just getting started, and the roles he made such an impact with them. 42, James Brown, You know, again, like I said, The Five Bloods on Netflix. Check that out. And he has a movie coming out. Ain't burping. He has a movie coming out that he did with Viola Davis. Can't remember the title of it, but the last thing I believe he did before he passed away. And I believe he did some voiceover work for, I don't know, a Marvel game or a anime. I can't remember that he did some voice work for. But either way, man, he's going to be missed. And it'll be good to. And also, I heard someone brought up, I think John Campia brought this up, that scene in Endgame when the portals opened up and the first people through the portal when Captain America was fighting Thanos. The first three through the portal was Black Panther, Shuri. Man, that's going to have a whole different meaning now once people see that again. When you go back to see it, and not to mention in Infinity War when they snapped and he ashed away too. Man. Anyway, I'm all over the place with this. You know, this I didn't have nothing structured or set up or how I was gonna. I just turned the camera on, boom, let it go. If anything, do what you love. Never give up, regardless of what your struggles are, regardless of what you're going through. Never get up. Yeah, you never know what people's struggles are in life, what people are going through. You never know. And we all go through it. And if you saw my last update video I did, yeah, I've been going through something, and why it took me so long to post a video for a while. And after hearing what Chadwick's been going through before he passed, I'm never going to use that excuse again. If you see my last update video, you go back, check that out. You see what I'm talking about. I'm never going to use that excuse again. Mm-mm. This is what I love to do. Doing stand-up, acting is what I love to do. And times is tough right now. Not too many places to go to perform, even though some spots are starting to open up and do shows again. So I'm in the process of trying to get something, of getting, bookings and all that. But I'm never going to use that excuse. I said in my last update video again, I'm not. And to all the people out there, do what you love to do. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, man. Chadwick Boseman, thank you. Thank you for the body of work you left behind for us to enjoy and to remember you by. Until next time, Hitman Thornton for Raw Reaction TV. Buddhist with an attitude, favorite motherfucking role model. Till next time. Boseman, Wakanda.